Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we're going to be playing Elder Scrolls Call to Arms by Modifius Games. I'm going to be playing as Stormcloaks, and my little brother, he's going to be playing as the Imperials. We're going to be playing a battle mode scenario called This Land Is Ours. Effectively, the table is split into 4 quarters, and you've got 2 treasure quarters, which are not controlled by either player, and then each player has their own quarter for their army. You get a victory point at the end of every turn for each treasure or non-player controlled quarter that you have more models in than your opponent, and you get 3 points if you outnumber your opponent in their own table quarter as well. So there's a maximum of 5 points up for grabs each and every turn in this game. Of course, there will be the events and stuff that happen that give us extra abilities to get victory points and stuff like that in the scenario, but that's pretty much the summation of it all. Let's get cracking out. Let's check what the warbands are going to use for the game. This is going to be 200 Septim limit. So let's go see Stormcloaks versus Imperials, Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. And so here we have 200 Septims of Stormcloaks. For starters, we've got Rayloff, a warrior of the resistance. We've given him the Skyforge War Axe. He's got a potion of healing. He's then got the hunting bow and the Stormcloak Curious. We've then also got your Shroud Thrice-Pierced Stormcloak Commander. He's got a potion of stamina, and then we've given him a steel battle axe and the Stormcloak Officer armor as well. Alongside these 2 characters, we have 3 Stormcloak soldiers with great swords. And opposing them, we have 200 Septims of Imperials. So we've got Hadvar, the hero of Helgen. He's got a potion of healing. And then we've given him the Skyforge Sword, Imperial Shield, and the Imperial Armor. Then got an Imperial Mage to accompany him. It's got the Mage Robes, Steel Dagger for a little bit of combat protection, and then Flames and Healing as 2 spells. And alongside the 2 characters, we have 3 Imperial soldiers with swords and shields. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle maps for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website. And also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like finest hour and heroic leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. And so we're going to roll for setup priority for the scenario. So I got a 5, got to get a lower score. You got an 8, so I'm going to get setup priority. So I'm going to place the first objective token in one of the 2 neutral zones, either here or there. I'm going to place this treasure token here. Your turn. Yep. And then going to place another one over here. Your turn for your last one. Yep. And then I get to place another, which will be the last one. So we will pop it down here. So treasure tokens are there, 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 and there. So on to adversaries. So I get to place the first adversary, starting with the Drago Overlord. First of all, though, we've got to roll a black dice. And we'll see how many enemies start in game. So 3 of them. So we immediately place the Drago Overlord first, which I get to place. So he can bet your butt. He's going right next to that one. So now you get to place one of the enemies. And then I'll place one. I'm going to put the Drago over there. And that's it for the adversaries as well. So now into proper setup. And so we go into normal setup. So I'm going to start with a Stormcloak soldier, and we'll go over here in this quarter. Your turn. Starting with your Imperial Mage. And next for the Stormcloaks, I'll place another soldier. Go one there. Your turn again. Putting Hadvar in the fight. Lovely. We'll go your Shroud. And then you start to place your troopers. And I'll place my last Stormcloak soldier with your Shroud over here. And Rayloff will begin the game back here. And your last one. Lovely. Alrighty, so board is deployed. So you're going to get priority for the first turn because I have set up priority. So let's get cracking on into it. Alright, so first activation for the Imperials. Hadvar has moved up and he's now spending a point of stamina to do a power attack against the Draugr Overlord. So see what Hadvar can do. Got a 3, -1, so he's going to hit. He's going to do 2 points of damage and he's going to get, I believe, restore stamina as well. Thanks to his cross sword. So 2 points of damage. We'll roll the defense roll for the Draugr Overlord. And so because Hadvar has activated, the Draugr Overlord's going to go immediately back. He's going to swing at Hadvar. So he needs to get less than a 5. That's a 6. -1, so he does get it. And so Hadvar's defense rating, he's got a black dice. And then so you want to roll high on this. 1. So he's going to ignore that and actually do those 2 points of damage that he did before to you. And then last thing for the turn, you're going to throw a block token up on the Draugr Overlord so he can use his shield. Over the Stormcloaks for our activation. So your Shroud's just going to jump over the fence here and we're going to search. Oh, it's a locked one, so we can have an attempt. Alright, so we're going to try and crack open that safe. So we need a 2 or less on the dice. You've got a 3. That's going to put us to 6. That's not going to let me unlock the treasure chest. So it's going to remain locked there. So that's my first activation. Alright, second activation. Imperial soldiers come in to help Hadvar. So he's going to also use a point of stamina for a power attack. Go for it. That's a 6, -1, 5. That's not going to hit with that attack. Alrighty, so second activation. That wizard is in range of Rayloff, so we're going to hide with Rayloff first of all, and then we're going to shoot that wizard. So we're going to make a sneak shot. Rayloff, because he's Path of Shadow, adds a red dice, and then we're going to make an aim shot, so you add an extra green dice for stamina. So let's see what he can do with his hunting bow. That's a 4, so that hits. And then we're going to get piercing 1 on his bow, so we're only going to do a point of damage. You've got no defense, so your wizard is just going to take a point of damage. Rayloff rolled pretty poorly. Alrighty, so third activation, your wizard, he healed himself with his healing spell for a point of magicka, and then he's just moved on forward. Trying to see where that arrow came from. Our next activation, let's see what Stormcloaks want to do. Alright, so third activation, we're just going to spend a point of stamina and sprint with our Stormcloak soldier here. Your next activation with the Imperials.
So I'm just going to move my dude 6 inch.
And attack the Draugr?
Yep.
Alright. So, do you wish to spend a point of stamina for a power or an accurate attack?
I'll go for a power.
Yep, so adding a yellow dice to your pool?
Yep.
Go for it. So 3 -1, 2, that definitely hits. He's got 3 points of damage on the Draugr. So Draugr has a yellow dice to defend. Nothing, takes 3 points. Draugr is removed. Take that Draugr off the table. Alright, so I've just moved over one of the Stormcloak soldiers into this table quarter. You're then going to move down and go search the treasure chest. Nothing, so you're just going to get a treasure token. So draw the treasure card.
I got a torch.
Torch. Does pretty much nothing, but it's there. One of your Imperial soldiers has it. My next, I'm just going to move my last Stormcloak soldier over. And that'll be my last activation. You're all done as well. So that's the end of the round. You're going to have more models in that table quarter, so you're going to get 1 victory point. And I'm going to have more in this table quarter, so I'm going to have 1 victory point. And so, now we've got to roll for the enemies. So we've got 1 skeleton archer that hasn't activated this turn. So let's see what he does. That is nothing. So he's going to try and attack. So closest enemy model in range, he'll move towards and take a shot at. And so this Imperial here is actually closest. So the skeleton archer moves towards and will now try and shoot. 5, that is not going to be below his shoot. So misses with his shot. So now you've got to draw an event card for the end of the turn. What do we got? So we have Rocketous Rouletta. Alright, so he's put down the token representing that. If he can get a message to him with a special action, he'll get an extra 2 renown. And then we're going to have Adversaries come onto the board at the end of the turn. And so we've had the Adversary, the last one, come onto the board and spawn over in the top corner. And now we're going to go to the first activation of the Stormcloaks for the turn. We're going to go with Rayloff again. We're going to try and take another pot shot at your wizard. Alright, so Rayloff's going to move and try and sneak. So now we do have some enemies in line of sight. So we're going to have to try and sneak. So we need to roll underneath a 4 or less. 7. So we're going to be seen, unfortunately. So we'll lose our sneak token. But we will be in close range. So this means we're going to get a green red due to being in 10 inch. So we're going to go for an accurate shot now into your wizard. And oh, that's a 10. So we're going to miss with Rayloff. Not only did he sneak, he got spotted and he missed his shot. Right, so you're activating Hadvar, the hero of Helgen first. So you're using your free action for the potion of minor healing. So he heals nothing. So your potion is used though. And now what's he going to do?
So I'm going to attack.
Yep.
So
Hadvar's going to go with a power attack with his sword. So 8 minus 2, 6. That is not enough to get. Hadvar misses.
I will block then.
And Hadvar's going to throw up a block. Well, he will attack straight back and go into Hadvar then. Alrighty, so he's going to go for a power attack with the Draugr Overlord back at Hadvar. Green and 3 yellow. 3 minus 2. He's going to hit for a point of damage on Hadvar. So you're going to get your defense save. And so Hadvar's defense roll, we just need to negate a piece of damage. Easily done with Hadvar there on the block. So next activation for the Stormcloaks. So we're just going to move with a point of stamina to do a sprint over on our warrior over here. Your next activation with the Imperials.
I was going to use one of my Imperial soldiers to attack the main dude.
Yep, so going into the Draugr Overlord again with the Imperial soldier.
Yep. I'm going to use a point of stamina to make that put a power.
Yep, power attack for an extra yellow dice.
Yep.
Go for it. That's a crit, so add a black dice to that. Oh, that's 4 points of damage. That's nice. So we have 2 yellow for defense on the Draugr Overlord. Alright, so blocking from the Draugr Overlord. He negates all 4 points of damage. Done by the Imperial Soldier with that roll. So nothing done. Alrighty, so we've moved our Stormcloak Soldier up here with another sprint. And then you're doing the same, but to put yourself in combat with the Skeleton Archer. Going to attack it, I'm guessing?
Yep.
No worries. So he's going to go into the Skeleton Archer. See what this is. And then spending a point of stamina to add a dice to get a power attack off with the soldier. 10 minus 3, he's going to miss with that one. And then the skeleton will fight back against the warrior. It misses as well. And so it would get to add a green dice, but even with the 3, that's still going to be 3, which is 1 above what it needs to get to actually hit. So misses regardless of what it rolled there. So we've moved up your shroud. He's going to sneak there. And then you're choosing to put your other warrior in the fight with the skeleton archer.
Yep, I'm also using a point of stamina to use a power attack.
Yep. -1, 5. What is your weapon skill?
3.
3, so that is going to miss unless you can add anything. Yes, that'll let you add a yellow dice, won't it? So yellow dice go. What do you get? 2. Oh no, because this is yellow, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway because you can't get lowered. So yeah, you're going to miss, but that skeleton archer is already attacked. So down to my activation. We're going to sneak, I reckon, with this Stormcloak soldier here. Then we're just going to sneak this Stormcloak soldier over into the little graveyard, and you've just got your mage to go now. Alright, so your Imperial Mage has decided to move up. He's going to try and shoot a fireball. He is Magicka boosting it twice. So let's see what happens to him. That's a crit. So add a black dice in there for damage. Oh, ow, okay. Ralof is going to make a defense roll. 5 points of damage. So Ralof's defense, 1. That's going to cause 4 wounds, so Ralof is going to get knocked down. He's going to get incapacitated. And so Ralof now needs to make an endurance check to see whether he will stay alive. So it's a crit, and he regains a point of stamina in doing so. And so, yep, Ralof has 1 health left now, and he's staggered, so he's going to be a little bit easy to hit. I can't use any power attacks from him. Now it's going to go into the end of the turn, so we're going to activate the 1 adversary over there that hasn't activated, which is the Skeleton Archer at the back of the board. So we'll see what it does. So that's attack. So it's already in range, but it can't shoot into that, so it will try and move, and we'll go into the fight. So skeleton, we're going to get a single yellow dice for combat into your warrior. That's a crit, so you're going to add a black dice to it. So 3 points of damage into your warrior. So your defense rating on him is?
A yellow.
Yellow, so you're going to try and ignore 3. Ignore 1, take 2. It's actually going to kill him. So that warrior there gets stabbed by a skeleton archer. And so after that, event card, drawing for the turn. I've got Hunter and the Hunted, so we can place 3 NPC tokens as close to the center of the board, but no closer than 6 inches to each other. These are hunters that need rescuing. So end of the turn, I do control this quarter, and he controls that treasure quarter, so we're both going to get a point of victory point for the turn. With that, priority goes to the Imperials again for turn 3 of the game. So who's your first activation?
My mage.
Mage? Is he deciding to run away?
No, he's deciding to kill because he'll just sprint after me.
Yep, okay, so he's going to try and go for Hadvar?
Yep.
Cool. Alrighty, so Mage is now going to try and fireball Hadvar again. Go for it. It's a 4-2, so he gets it. So he will just do enough, so let's see what happens. I've got a yellow for my armor rating. For 2, denied. Saved all damage. Whew.
And then he's going to run.
Yeah, your Shroud's totally going to murder him.
He's going to run 6 inches.
Alright, so your Shroud has used a point to sprint, and then his last 2, because he's got a cumbersome weapon, he's spent an extra point of stamina to make a power attack. But because of that, he gets a red dice instead of a yellow dice on his power attack. We've got a weapon skill of 5. Let's see what he does. 9, -1, that's not going to hit. Dang it. You are lucky, because that's like 6 points of damage plus bleed. So he missed your activation. Your wizard got lucky. And so Hadvar's then going to attack the Draugr Overlord for the turn. So 5, that'll hit. That'll be 4 points of damage onto him. He is blocking, so he gets 3 yellow dice in return. So only denies 1, so takes 3. How many wounds does the Overlord have? That's going to be pretty serious. He's got 1 wound remaining, the Overlord. And so he's got 1 wound remaining, so removes his block token to swing first of all, adding a power dice in. That's going to be a hit for 3 points of damage, and I believe that's going to be punishing as well. So block for Hadvar. Ignores all the damage. And then Draugr Overlord will throw his block token back up. And then we're going to move 1 of our Stormcloak soldiers up around the flank of this building here. Your activation again.
I'll use one of my soldiers to attack the try and get.
Yep, try and get rid of this Overlord.
Yep.
Cool. The last one. Trying to get that last wound through on the Draugr Overlord. Power attack?
Yes.
Yep. Go for it. So that's going to miss, I think, there, unless the cross swords gives you anything.
Piercing.
Piercing, yeah, no. That's going to miss, unfortunately. So then we're just going to move our second Stormcloak soldier up on this flank as well, around the outside of this ruined building. That leaves your last Imperial warrior over there.
Yep. He's just going to attack, obviously.
Yep.
He'll use a power attack. Yep,
so he's going to power attack into the skeleton. That's going to be a crit, so he's going to heal a point of stamina, so don't have to spend that point of stamina. And then, yeah, that'll be a hit. So we'll do a point of damage. And so only negate 1 point of damage, negates nothing. The skeleton warrior is dead.
Lovely.
However, the other one will activate immediately into him. Just going with yellow dice. We'll go for a power attack on it.
I was going to block.
Yep, and so you've thrown up your block with your second action from him. Cool. That's a 10, so it completely misses and whiffs.
Easy.
My next activation, I've still got these two dudes here. And so we're going to jump over this warrior. We're going to aid this guy here and get us a victory point for one of the hunters. And then lastly, because you've got no more activations, go straight to Rayloff. He's going to use his potion of healing on himself to heal a wound. So he goes back to 2. And then we'll just move him across. And so, end of the turn, both going to gain a victory point. I control this area. And you control that one. Actually, no, I don't control this one anymore. I've got no one in it, so I'm not going to gain any victory points for that. But you are going to gain one for that area. And we're tied on that one, so got to hope to keep your dudes alive. Now, we'll draw the event card. So your one is open ground. You can choose any one of your models. That model adds 2 inch to its basic movement allowance across open terrain until the next activation. So which model are you going to choose to get +2 movement across open ground? So it's going to go on to Hadvar. So as Stormcloaks, we have the first activation this round. Alright, so we're going to go with Yisrael first. So we're going to use his Potion of Minor Stamina to begin with for a free action. Try and heal some stamina. We heal a point, which means we're going to then spend 2 of them when we do our power attack next against that wizard. And so Yisrael attacking the wizard. We got a 3, so we hit. And that's going to make you bleed as well. So you've got to try and negate 6, which you have no defense on him, so he just takes 6 points of damage. How many more wounds? That is 3 over his limit. Alrighty, so because I overkilled, he's going to add +2 to this. This means the wizard only stays alive on a 1 or a crit. 2, unfortunately that adds 2, that puts you over your 3. He is going to immediately die. Unfortunately, a giant battle axe to the chest sort of kills you. So, Dragon Overlord will activate then, going into Hadvar. That's a 5 - 2, 3, so that'll do 1 point of damage to Hadvar, who is currently blocking. So, see, yeah, he negates it, he's fine. And then he'll throw up a block for your activation now. Alrighty, so Hadvar is then going to attack back into the Dragon Overlord, going for a power attack. That's going to hit 3 points of damage on the Dragon Overlord. So he's got 3 yellow to respond with. Negates 4. He's not dead. Hadvar throwing up a block then?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Stormcloak Soldier. He's sprinted, so I'm not going to be able to use a power or accurate attack. Because I have a cumbersome weapon, I only have 2 stamina, and I've already spent 1 of them. So we're just going to get white and black. Let's see what we can do. We need to get 4 or less. Got a 4, so that's going to be 2. And this is going to be follow-up if I kill you. So 2 points of damage on your warrior. So your defense on him.
Is it red?
So red dice for the warrior. Ignores 1 oblivion symbol. Does that give you anything?
No.
No. So you're going to take a wound. Alrighty, so the Imperial soldier is going to actually try and attack my Stormcloak soldier back. Misses. So it's 2-8. It doesn't matter what you add to that.
I didn't look at the number.
So he misses. I mean, he did just try and duck a giant sword at his back.
Then he's just going to throw.
Alright, so we're going to move this Stormcloak soldier around here, and then you're moving your Imperial soldier into the skeleton.
Yep, and then attack.
Yep.
I'm using a point of stamina.
For a power attack.
Yep.
That's a crit, so add a black dice. You should see the skeleton 2 points. Unless he rolls doubles, nut 1, and then takes 1, so Skeleton Warrior is removed from play. This means your next turn you'll get to complete your cool little objective. I've just got a couple of moves left to do. So Ralof has chosen to sprint, and now we're going to do an accurate shot with his other point of stamina at that Imperial soldier. So 8 minus 3, that's 5. That's not going to do it for Ralof, so he's going to miss. Oblivion symbol won't give us anything on the hunting bow, so yeah, Ralof misses. We are going to deny you a point this turn, though. And we're actually going to get 3 points this turn for taking control of your area. So 3 points for us and none for you this turn. And so draw an event card for the end of the turn. We got Kind Sacred Trials. At least one adversary in play or in a spawn pool. Choose one adversary model in play or in the spawn pool. Remove that chosen model as a casualty by the end of the game, 2 points. So if you don't manage to kill that Drago Overlord, I'm going to get some points for him. And then we're going to go in the end of turn. I'm going to score the 3 for controlling your zone. You're going to control none. And after that, I'll have 6. So I'm going to use 5 of those victory points to level up a character. And we will level up your Shroud here in the center, because I feel like that's the best one. So he's going to go up and he's going to get his little extra bonuses. Alright, so first activation for the Imperials. Going into Ralof. Ooh, that's a crit, so add a black dice. Ouch. Alright, so yellow dice. Negate 1, that's going to be 4 points of damage, so this is going to mean we're going to need to take another stamina test with Ralof. So we're going to be at -2, so we need to roll for our endurance test. Need to roll a 2 or less to see whether I stick around. 6. No, that's going to see Ralof taken down. So Stormcloak Soldier here is going to try and attack the Drago Overlord for a power attack. So, oh, that's a critical failure, so completely misses. That means the Drago Overlord will activate back into my Stormcloak Soldier here. Alrighty, and so Drago Overlord going to attack back into my Stormcloak Soldier. 3 minus 3, so he hits for 3 points of damage. I've got a yellow dice in defense. So just got to save 1 and I don't die. Save 1, so I take 2. And so Hadvar is going to try and deny me some points going into that Drago Overlord. Ooh, he critically fails though with a cross sword, so he fails.
And then
throw a block up. Alrighty, well, we're going to put the other Stormcloak Soldier into your Imperial Soldier then, with a power attack. Alright, and so Stormcloak Soldier into your Imperial Soldier. Misses, I believe. Oh, what can we add? We can add a green dice, so we may actually hit. So we need to get a 2, 3. That's going to make it a hit, so 3 points of damage.
My defense?
Yep. Negate 1, take 2 though, so that's going to see him dead. I'm going to activate your Shroud. And he's going to come into Hadvar there. Alright, so your Shroud's going to use a power attack into Hadvar. That's a 10 minus 3, 7. That's still not enough. No, so he only just misses because I've got 6, so your Shroud misses. I've got my last dude over here. He's going to go into Hadvar with a power attack as well. So let's see what he can get. 6, Oblivion symbol on them, gives them nothing. So he fails as well. I am going to gain the 3 points this round. You're going to gain 1. Alrighty, and so an event card drawn for you this turn. Arrow to the knee. Oh, choose one of your own models and apply a slow token to it. I'm pretty sure you're picking him and not Hadvar.
Yeah.
Easy. So that's yours. And then your first activation.
Hadvar.
Yeah. Who's he attacking?
Indeed, I did.
He's going to try and attack this road. No worries. Alright, so Hadvar's going to try and attack this road. At 6, that's not going to be enough. Which will activate the Draga Overlord into Hadvar. So the Draga Overlord will attack Hadvar. That's a critical failure. And then we'll go Yisrael. So Yisrael heals point of stamina, and so we've got 2 remaining, so we're going to use all our stamina to do a power attack. So we're going to get green, yellow, red, and then add another red from a power attack, and then we're adding another red as well because you're outnumbered with Hadvar. So let's see what we can do. That's a 2, or 1 actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that will also add bleed to it as well, so you need to try and negate 6 points of damage. Oh, negate 6. And now it's just me wailing on Hadvar pretty much. Well, you get to move your dude, so he's going to go check for treasure. And it's nothing, so draw a treasure card on him. What do we get?
So a fine divine dwarven sword.
Oh, I mean, that'd be good if he was in combat.
Torch dude.
And then we're just going to keep going over here. So we've not got enough stamina, so we've just got 3 dudes attacking Hadvar. So the first one hits for 3 points of damage on Hadvar. Ignored. Second dude hits for 1, and then I also add a green dice. Does nothing, so just 1 point of damage. Hadvar ignores, and then I'm going to rescue a hunter with the last dude for another victory point, which is going to give me another 4, and you're going to get another 1. So that's going to put me on 10 to, how many are you on?
4 right now.
4, 1. So yeah, no matter what you do next turn, you can't catch in the last turn of the game. I'm too far ahead. So that's going to be game. Victory to the Stormcloaks. Good game, man. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, drop us a comment in the video and let us know what you enjoyed about it as well. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fun community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the description of the video to our Discord server. You can come chat with me and other members. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either by joining Patreon or YouTube members linked in the video's description, or by getting some merch from Teespring, also linked in the video's description. We'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel on Patreon and YouTube members, so a special shout out to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Alder and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Adina226, Anton Nielsen, JJ Austrian, and Average Wargamer. And a shout out to our YouTube members as well: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zealot, Chris Wallace, Turai12, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, and Wolfric Nick. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Everything here is done by her. She does an amazing job, so thank you very much. And lastly, a special shout out to Xmorphic, who does all the background work on the Discord server, keeps it running smoothly and makes it amazing, because I am terrible with computers. So thank you, Xmorphic, as well. That's it for today though, folks. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.